Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. It is Monday morning for me. It's Sunday evening for all of you. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. And for those of you who have not watched me before, and those of you who have, I'm hoping you've been thinking about everything that I've been saying. Today's live stream is going to be a different type of epic. Thank you. It's going to be a different type of epic where I am going to be really challenging you as far as how you think and how you approach money. So I'm going to ask you to bear with me. I'm going to ask you again to focus because we're going to be talking about the stock market, but we're going to be talking a little bit beyond the stock market. We're going to be talking about the psychology of money flow. Did you hear me? I'm going to be talking about the psychology of money flow because some of you guys are operating from old money systems that do not fundamentally make sense. And I want to see if I can shed some light for all of you. So welcome to my live stream. My name is Tara. This is educational. This is informational. This is not entertainment. This is going to be a very hard hitting and impactful live stream. And I need to make sure that all of you are focused. Now, how does this work? I have a moderator. My moderator is going to handle the crowd. 2, I'm not responding to anything today because I have an agenda and I'm really focused. 3, I need y'all to tap the screen because the information I'm going to be giving you today, I'm either going to change your perspective completely, I'm going to leave you in a state of confusion, or you're going to ride on all 10 toes on your belief system, and we're going to see how that plays out. So I'm going to repeat. Either I'm going to change your perspective completely as far as how you see the markets and how you see the money. I'm going to leave you in a state of confusion, dumbfounded, or I am going to have you dig your toes in and we're going to see how this plays out. So the only thing I need you to do is to tap this screen, give me love. I need you to focus and I need you to really bring your higher level intelligence, okay? Do not make me ask 25 times for those string of hearts. I got some profound information, and specifically, I'm talking to boomers and I'm talking to Gen Z, especially Gen Z. Okay, I'm talking to the mature people like me, but I'm also talking to Gen Z because you guys got some faulty thinking, and I'm trying to save you before Monday. All right, so let's get started. Tech stocks get a temporary reprieve. Listen to me. Tech stocks gets a temporary reprieve. Do you know what the word temporary means? Tech stocks get a temporary reprieve. So if you watched my live stream yesterday, I made an announcement where I said U.S. Customs and Border Patrol sent out a news article saying that the tech industry was exempt from tariffs in regards to China. That was yesterday. Now today I'm coming to you and I'm telling you is as follows. The tech industry gets a temporary reprieve. Does anyone in my live stream understand what I mean by temporary? Do you know what that means? Temporary. Come on now. Hi. Does anyone know what temporary means? Yes, I know it's a mundane question. I know, but you're going to entertain me. It's temporary, okay? This is Sunday night. Most of you are in America. John, funny. You are in America, not permanently, okay? So, you're told on Friday night that tech stocks have an exemption from tariffs. You're told Friday night. Now you're being told that the tech stocks, the tech industry, has a temporary reprieve. This is a recipe for a stock market bubble. Come on now, where are you going? Tap that screen. This is the recipe for a short-term, humongous bubble, economic bubble in the stock market. And I'm going to walk you through for the rest of my live stream this information. And either you are going to pivot to the cash money side, you're going to stay confused and dumbfounded and bewildered, or you're going to stand on all 10 of your toes and you're going to ride this. And either you're going to ride it to the top or you're going to ride this son of a bitch all the way to hell, because that's exactly where the stock market's going to go. I'm going to repeat myself because today I'm not messing around. Either I'm going to change your point of view and you're going to understand the power of cash. That's cash, cash, cash. Or you're going to sit there like a deer in headlights, or you are going to stand on all 10 of your toes with a spine. And either you're going to ride it to space or you're going to sink to hell when it comes to the stock market. By the end of my live stream, I hope you're going to decide which side of this money fence you're going to be on. Do I make myself clear? Now let's get going. The Dow, S&P, NASDAQ futures rise. The NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow futures rise. Magically, it starts rising before Monday. Okay? They're setting you up. The stock market ended on a higher note on Friday, and now you have the futures rising right before Monday. Friday night, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol tells you that there's a reprieve, tax exemption on tech stocks. Now, this benefits the Mag 7. The Mag 7 are the titans that are pulling the value of the stock market down like an asteroid falling from the sky. So you got them they're lining it all up. It's called a setup. You got the exemption. You got the stock market ending on a positive. You got the future sitting on high. Do you not realize when you see a beautiful woman in front of your face, a beautiful woman that came from, I don't know where she came from. You were sitting and all of a sudden you turn your head and this drop dead gorgeous woman just appears out of nowhere. Now, you don't know what type of cooties this woman may have. All you know is that this woman is in front of your face and she's alluring. This is the equivalent of what they're doing for all of you and your money. Do I make myself clear? Okay, so they're setting you up. Futures higher, the stock market's higher. Trump gave a reprieve on the stock market. This is what's going on. Now, markets in Asia are also up by 8% in the tech sector. So you have futures higher. You have our stock market higher. You have Asia market higher. You have an exemption on tariffs on tech in China. It's like heaven. It's like you are a kid that went to a candy store. Your mom and dad is not paying attention and you get to go crazy in the candy store. Now, you know there's a tummy ache coming, right? You know when you have that much candy, you know there's an after effect. But this is where it gets interesting in my live stream. And y'all stop typing. This is where the psychology of money flow and the cash part of my live stream kicks in. This is where I'm getting ready to challenge you. All right, we're getting ready to go head to head. We're getting ready to go toe to toe. Anyone who's Gen Z in my live stream, I need you to grab your earlobes and I need you to open up your ears. And boomers, people around my age plus, I need you to close your mouth and sit back and listen to me. While boomers are despaired over markets, Gen Z sees the entire stock market on sale. I'm going to repeat. People my age or plus. Oldies but goodies. Okay, I'm an oldie but a goodie. Oldies but goodies are in despair over the stock market. Gen Z sees opportunity. They see opportunity. But here's where I'm going to expose the flaws in your thinking. I'm going to expose the flaws in your thinking. You have two opposite sides of the coins. You have mature people like me, and you have the younger versions like you. Now, the question I have to pose for you is as follows. Why is it that Gen Z has to pay for the financial mistakes of mature people? Listen to me. If the people who have been managing your money, managing your cash, and the stock market have screwed it up so much, why, if they knew what they were doing, why are they expecting you to pay for their mistakes? You have companies like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Citibank, HSBC. You have all these companies who have Ivy League educations, who have licenses and certifications, are in a state of despair over a stock market that they've been solely managing. Okay? They've been managing it. They've screwed it up completely. And now they're looking for the younger generation to pay for their mistakes. If you can't trust them because you can look at how they messed up the stock market, why would you trust them and put your money in? Listen to me. The stock market is falling. Thank you for the gift. Because they pumped up the market and did not rely on business and economic fundamentals. And now that it's crashing, they expect the younger generation to cough up your savings and buy on the stock market because it's low. The stock market is low because of their actions and decisions. You need to listen to me. Now they're telling you there's other financial influencers. There are financial influencers who are not me, who are telling you that the stock market is on sale. The stock market on sale means that the stock market is goddamn tanking. The stock market is tanking. These financial influencers are telling you guys to buy. But let me tell you what they're not telling you. They're not telling you how long the economic storm is going to last. They're not telling you how low can it go. You see, guys, I'm not streaming for your approval. I'm not streaming for your validation. You see, anyone who does not understand or agree with me, you're entitled to that. But let me ask you this. How low is it going to go? Thank you for the gift. How long is it going to last? I'm going to repeat. Since you're so damn brilliant, can you tell me how low is the stock market going to go? And how long is it going to last? You see, they're telling you to buy low. And some of these Gen Z financial influencers who are taking stock market advice from ChatGPT are pouring their savings into a stock market to support the losses, the mismanagement, and the exploitation that has happened over the years. Thank you, Patricia. If you looked at the quarterly profit reports, if you look at the quarterly profit reports, income statements of Goldman Sachs, of JP Morgan, HSBC, they were cashing in money. These investment institutions were clocking money quarter after quarter, year after year. Now, all of a sudden, where did that money go? Why do they need Gen Z to support them if their profits were off the roof? Listen to me, guys. Don't pay attention to my moderator. My moderator is making this easy for you to focus. Tap that screen if you're with me. If these money managers knew what they were doing and they mastered money flow, business cycles, and economic cycles, where did the money go? Because anyone who understands business and business cycles, you know it goes up and it goes down. Why are they manipulating Gen Z to pour their savings into a stock market that has no bottom in sight? I told you I'm either going to change your point of view, you're going to be a deer in headlights, or you're going to go toe to toe with me. And you're not going to win. You're not going to win. Why do they need you to cough up your savings if they knew what the hell they were doing? Come on now. If they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't be asking Gen Z to go into your savings account to buy this stock market first. So when they tell you, these same people who have mucked up the stock market tells you to pour your savings, Gen Z, into the stock market, why would you trust people who just finished fleecing the American society? Why would you trust these investment institutions and these fin influencers who just finished fleecing the American society, and now they want you to plug in the gap with your cold, hard cash? You see, in a recession, cash is king. They're telling you to take your cash. They're telling you to take your cash and put it in a market that has no bottom. Do you understand the magnitude of what I'm saying? If it doesn't make sense, you're buying into a rhetoric. Now, some of you are saying, hey, I'm buying for the future. Some of you are saying, I'm buying for the future. Okay, hold on. Some of you are saying, I'm investing now when the stock market is cheap. I'm buying low for the future. So what you're telling me is that you are ready to be cash broke. Okay, let me be clear. You're saying I'm using my cash because I am investing for the future. So what you're telling me is that you're willing to empty your savings account to be cash broke right now during a recession that has no end in sight for 30, 40, 50 years from now. You are willing to be cash broke right now during a recession in the hopes of 40 to 50 years from now? 40 to 50 years from now? So you want to be broke for 40 to 50 years in hopes of the future. Let me give you, making a sacrifice. I don't believe in that. Let me tell you, that's a broke mindset. That is a broke money mindset. Let me give you an example. Hold on. Let me give you an example. You got two people. You have two people. They earn the same amount of money. Hold on. You got two people. They earn the same amount of money. They have the same amount of disposable income. Now, one person decides to take their savings and their disposable income, and this person decides to buy low in the stock market. They are willing to be cash broke right now to put their money in the stock market so that 40 years from now, they can retire. They're willing to be broke right now for the future. That's one person. The other person decides to take their money, and you know what they do? They decide to learn how to earn more money. So while one person is cash broke, in hopes of the future, you have the other person who's stacking cash. You see, if you know how to earn more money, you don't have to be broke right now, and you can still save for the future. Listen to me. I'm going to prove to you your thinking is flawed. You have two people. One person is emptying their savings account to buy low in the stock market for 40 years from now. They're struggling financially for a better future. You got another person who's got their grind. They're getting this bag because they know cash is king. When a person knows how to earn money, you don't need the fucking stock market. Listen to me. When you know how to follow money flow and you know how to follow economic cycles, you stack cash. You stack cash. When you know how to earn money, you don't need the stock market. The stock market is basically, it's like sprinkles on the cake. So what would you rather do? Would you rather stack cash right now and stack cash in the future? Because the more money you make, the more money you have. The more money you make, the more money you have. So you're not sacrificing. You're getting this money. You can't work forever. No. You see, but if you understand what's happening right now, you would use automations. See, the problem is that you guys are stuck on broke money mindsets. You are stuck on information that are old money systems. You have technologies right now in front of your face. You have automations. You have AI. You have so many things in front of your face that allows you to earn income 24/7. Did you hear me? You have technologies that have been created right now that allows you to earn money 24/7. So for whoever left in my comment, you can't work forever, I know you got a broke money mindset, because anyone who's been watching me, I've been talking to you about automations and AI and using automations and AI to earn income 24/7 and get paid daily. Now, who the hell you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to the person who's not living in the future? Or do you want to listen to a person who's telling you to get this cash, stack this cash? Because the more you stack cash, you don't have to risk your money in the stock market. When you know how to earn cold, hard cash, you don't need the stock market. You don't have to play the games of the stock market, and you don't have to suffer the losses of the stock market. Some of you you have a belief system, a money system that's based off of the 1950s, and that belief system is going to make you go broke. you're going to go broke. You can't sacrifice your life right now. You're supposed to be learning how to stack cash every single day of your life. Listen to me. You've been convinced that you live a pious life right now in hopes of a grander future. That makes no sense. That is a dream. That is an ideology that you were taught that was based off of a different time. You are in a digital age. You are in a digital revolution. And if you are in a digital age and a digital revolution, why can't you earn money like that legally? You don't have to risk your cash to have a retirement account. Goodbye. I don't have to do any damn thing. Goodbye. You don't have to risk your cash to stack this cash. You don't have to buy into a stock market that's been pumped and dumped beyond anything you can imagine. You don't have to do that because there's technologies and opportunities that are in front of your face, that are cash friendly and does not have the same risk. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please let me know if you guys are with me. You wait for it. Don't ask me what the solution is when you don't fully understand what I'm saying. Tap that screen and let me know that you understand. Tap, 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 tap. You don't have to eat in poverty. You don't have to live in poverty. That is an old paradigm, an old money system, and it's a broke money mindset, okay? So Gen Zs are basically pushing others to put their savings into the stock market. Gen Zs are pushing other Gen Zs to put their savings into a stock market that has no bottom. You got foolish leading the foolish. You got foolish people who are leading other foolish people into a broke, risky situation. You don't understand that the stock market is not in isolation of the rest of the world. The stock market is not in isolation of global businesses and economies. The fundamentals do not make sense. The stock market is crashing because the economic and business fundamentals are being restructured. So if you really want to buy low, why don't you wait till it's really low? If you understand the technicals and you understand the fundamentals, why not wait until the stock market goes low? Oh, you don't know how low it can go. Is that the problem? You don't know how low the stock market could go. So you start listening to these people telling you these are epic losses, these are epic times, but they're not telling you the real information. It could go lower. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Hold on. Some of you guys think that if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. Things exist. Things happen, whether you acknowledge it or you can piece together the puzzle. The purpose of capitalism is that it's a free flow money system. And if it can go up, like the stock market has been going up, if it can go up, it has to have the opposite reaction. If you understand the laws of the universe and you understand oscillation, if the stock market can swing high, it can swing equally as low. This is why I have my live stream and I'm talking to you about money flow and the psychology of money flow. You guys have a lopsided point of view. The law of oscillation, if it can swing high, it can swing low. If you look at how high the stock market has gone, you should already be able to deduce that it has to swing in the opposite direction. And it doesn't matter how many policies that the Trump administration puts in place. And it doesn't matter if JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, it doesn't matter what these people do. They can delay it, but they can't stop the swing back. I'm going to repeat. You have a lot of people with their hands in this pie. thinking that they can delay the laws of money flow. They may delay it, but they can't stop it. When you interfere with money flow, going from one extreme to the next, you actually magnify the negative and you magnify the positive. So what you've been witnessing, Gen Z, you've been witnessing the positive effects of magnifying an energy, a momentum. But you must understand what goes up must come down. So if they've overinflated the stock market by pumping and dumping, it has to reset. I want to give you a chance to catch up with me. It has to reset. So you have these financial influencers, you have these analysts, you have these institutional investors telling you information that is misinformation and that's disinformation. And if you're watching me, I'm trying to teach you how to think. I'm trying to teach you how to think for yourself. What is the solution? Pay attention to what I'm talking about. That is the solution. This is my live stream. You do not hijack my live stream. I run this show. You're not the only one here. I love money. I love money. So if you think I'm hyped, you think I'm amped, I am. I want you to understand these basic premise of money flow. Some of you think that money, you have bad luck. No, you got bad timing and you're in the wrong location. I'm going to repeat. Some of you think that you have bad luck. No, you have bad timing. You have bad timing. You're in the wrong place and you have the wrong information. If you want to win this money game, you want to win this cash game, you got to change how you think. You're chasing money instead of hunting money. Because a real money hunter knows when to sit back and watch, and they know when to pounce. I'm going to repeat that. People who earn real bank, they don't chase money. They don't wait and for the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol to release an article that says, hey, tariffs are exempt on tech. They don't do that because they understand the game that's happening. Money is a game, but essentially it's about flow. And most of you are chasing that bag instead of hunting it. Because if anyone in my live stream who's a hunter, you understand that when you go out to nature and you're trying to, do your games of hunting, there's a strategy to get your target. It's the same mindset that you have to have with money. And you cannot be giving your cash away at an economic time where it's tumultuous. Cash is king. I say this over and over again. Anyone who understands me, cash is king. And if you're putting your money into a stock market and they're telling you the stock market is on sale, the stock market is having a closeout sale. It's a closeout sale. What does that mean? If you know anything about stores, when they're going out of business, they have a closeout sale. The stock market is not on sale. The stock market is having a closeout sale, and let me tell you why. Do you want to know why I think the stock market is having a closeout sale? If you want to know, tap that screen, give me hearts. If you want to know why, I'm a very visionary person, okay? Not just a recession engineer. I have a very visionary, long-range view. If you want to know why I believe the stock market is having a closeout sale, I will tell you. Tap that screen. We are in a digital revolution. We are in a digital revolution. We have algorithms. We have AI. We have quantum computing. We have humanoid robots. If you have never watched me before, shame on you. And if you have watched me before, I already told you, I see the future of the stock market changing. I see Wall Street changing. Because of quantum computing and AI, you do not need Wall Street traders anymore. You do not need this human. We don't have quantum computing just yet. I don't give a flying floop what you think, what you believe. I'm telling you, I have a visionary point of view, and I don't give a damn if you can't see it. I don't give a damn if you can't see it. I don't give a damn if you can't see beyond your face. I'm telling you the fucking future. I don't care what you think. You telling me that quantum computing is not here yet. Who the hell are you? You think they're going to tell you? You think they're going to call you up saying, hey, bruh, on 2 years from now, quantum computing is going to be here. No one's telling you anything. I'm trying to give you some information. Positive vibes, chemist, goodbye. I'm giving you some information. You don't need to know the timing. The shifting has already started. The shift has already started. Whether you acknowledge how these technologies are impacting you or not, it doesn't change anything. I see the future of the stock market changing. And the fact is this. The fact is that the Trump administration has given a temporary reprieve to the tech industry. Out of all the industries on the stock market that's collapsing, the tech industry got a temporary reprieve. So what does that mean? That means all these other industries are burning and collapsing in front of your face. And the tech industry is getting resuscitation at the expense of other industries. So what does that tell me? It tells me that these tech companies are basically going to ransack and basically eradicate other industries. Listen to me. The fact that they're allowing the tech industry to have a temporary reprieve from tariffs is telling me that the tech industry is actually more important than all the other industries that help make up the stock market. Let me tell you why again. You have AI, you have automations, you have quantum computing, you have humanoid robots. These are the reasons why you can't get a job. These are the reasons why companies are laying you off. These are the reasons why the U.S. government are able to basically make people unemployed because they can use AI automations. Are you following me? So, if the tech industry is the future and they're redesigning, reconfiguring what our future is going to look like, we don't need real estate agents. We don't need biotech scientists. We don't need AI software programmers. Can you people look beyond your face? Listen to me. That is why they're allowing the rest of the stock market to be gutted, because the future is in the digital revolution. So, when Gen Z influencers tell you to take your savings and put your savings into Wall Street for the future, when Gen Z financial influencers tell you to put your savings into Wall Street because Wall Street's on sale, let me tell you what they're not telling you. They're not telling you, because of the digital economic boom, that the stock market is probably not going to exist in the same way that it has existed for the last 60, 80 years. Are they telling you that? Are they telling you that? Are they telling you that the Wall Street that you know will not be the Wall Street that you have always known? Are they telling you that? No. What they're telling you is old money mindset approaches that does not account for the digital revolution, technological revolution that is happening in front of your face. Where did y'all go? Where did you go? Let me know if you're back with me. Where did you go? So when I told you about two people, one person is taking their savings and cashing in to a stock market that may or may not exist in the future. And I have this other person who's learning how to make cash, digital money cash in a digital economic boom. Which person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person who's investing for the future? An old future? Or do you want to be the person who understands cash and stacks that cash? Because when you stack that cash, you don't need a retirement account. You got cold, hard cash. Money, money, cash, cash. Cash, cash, money, money. Money, money, cash, cash. Cash, cash, money, money. You see, you have to stop living for the future. And you got to start living in the present moment. And when you live in the present moment, you can have a long view. Some of you think you have a long view. You don't have a long view. You have someone else's view. You have to understand money. And you have to know how to get this money. When you buy low, you're actually paying for the mistakes of the people that messed up the market. Listen to me. When you buy low, because you had a bunch of people who were mismanaging your money on Wall Street, you're paying for the mistakes of the generation of the people before you. Let me ask you this. Why do you think that you need to pay for the mistakes of your mother and father? Why do you think you need to pay for the financial mistakes of your mommy and your daddy? Let me tell you how the U.S. prison system works. In the U.S. prison system, if you do the crime, you do the time. If your daddy did the crime, your daddy should be doing the time. How is it your daddy do the crime and you are paying for your daddy's mistakes? No, that's some narcissistic money bullshit. If your daddy committed the crime, your daddy is supposed to pay for it. It is not your job to fund the mistakes of the people who are sitting on their mega yachts in the Cayman Islands. I'm going to repeat this. All of these investment institutions have made bank. Millions, trillions, billions of dollars. Millions, trillions, billions of dollars. They made money quarter after quarter after quarter. Where did they put that money? That money is sitting in their bank accounts. Their money is sitting in bank accounts in the Cayman Islands. So while you are pouring your savings account, you're pouring your savings account to pay for the mistakes of your mommy and daddy. Your mommy and daddy is getting ready to suck out the rest of their money and go sit in the Cayman Islands while you work for the next 40 to 50 years. You will be working for the next 40 to 50 years in a middle class, broke money mindset as your mama and your dada are sitting in the Cayman Islands. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You guys keep asking me to tell you what to do when you don't even know what the hell you're doing wrong. That's the first problem. Some of y'all keep asking for a solution when you didn't know a damn thing to begin with. If you're not willing to learn and you're not willing to listen, why are you here? You see, the first way to stack cash is to stop making the same broke money mindset mistakes. And if you don't fully understand the mistakes you're making, there's no way you can plug the holes on the cash that you're losing. Listen to me. Some of you keep asking me, what do I do? The first thing you need to do is STFU. The next thing you need to do is you need to listen. If you want to stack cash and you want to be able to stash that cash, you have to stop losing money. You cannot stack money if you keep losing money. Goodbye, Jay. It doesn't work that way. Goodbye. You think that because you come up in my live stream and you tell me you're going to go, I just helped you leave. Leave. Someone else will come. Leave. Someone else will come. The people who are supposed to hear my message will stay. The rest of you, get on. Real talk. The first thing you need to do is to plug the holes. And how do you plug the holes? With knowledge and information. If you don't understand what you're doing wrong, how in the hell are you going to execute a solution when you keep making the same broke money mistakes? So don't try me. Next, Gen Z is consulting ChatGPT for financial advice for retirement. Gen Z is promoting buy low and sell high. Now is the time to invest. They're telling you that time is on your side. This is their excuse. You put your savings in now because the stock market is on sale and you have time on your side. What does time on your side mean? It means that you are an employment slave. When someone's telling you to buy low, you have time on your side, they're basically telling you you are an employment slave. That is a broke money mindset. They're basically telling you take all your money, put it in the stock market, and keep working yourself to the bone for the next 40 years. That is not a money-making attitude. That is the same middle-class mindset that keeps people in debt, that keeps people on the hamster wheel, and that gets you more than likely depleted and broke by the time you retire. Listen to me. This World War I, World War II mindset that they're teaching you in regards to money was based off of a time where that made sense. That mindset does not work. They're telling you you have time on your side. That means they expect you to be an employment slave for the next 30 to 50 years in hopes that you recoup the money that you gave away. And these people are now living off their riches in the Cayman Islands. I'm asking you to pause and think. I'm asking you to think this through. Why is it as a person right now must you live in a state of squalor in hopes of a better future? Please listen to me. There are people who are earning digital money, who are living lifestyles that you cannot imagine. But when you're listening to these financial influencers who are telling you World War I and World War II money approaches, that is broke money. You must listen to me. There is an alternative way. There is a better way that does not require you to pay for the mistakes of Wall Street. And it does not require you to have to live in a state of poverty. Because there's no guarantee 30 to 50 years from now that the stock market would have recovered. You have no guarantee that the stock market is going to recover. You know, and I know, it takes years that you may not have. You don't know if you have that time. You know what you have right now? You have the ability to earn money digitally in an age that is booming. That's what you have. You cannot bet on what will be tomorrow. You got to be more strategic in what you're doing. You must. And I'm not just talking to Gen Z. I'm talking to people who are my age. I'm talking to people who are also my age, where you're looking at your retirement account and your retirement account makes no sense. I'm talking to people who are around my age, who are looking at their retirement account and realize, oh my gosh, I sacrifice so much. And I'm looking at the numbers of my retirement account and they do not look like what they told me it would look like. Is there anyone in my live stream who understands that? Some of you are middle-aged like me, and you're looking at your retirement account and you realize, oh my gosh, I followed what they told me and my account does not look like what they promised me. So I have a few generations in my life, okay? I got the boomers, I got the people like me, and I got Gen Z. Gen Z, pay attention to my comments. You are looking at people who follow the advice of these financial influencers and it did not work out. It did not work out. Gen Z, if you're here, there are people in my live stream who followed the same money advice and it did not work out. So I'm asking you to consider an alternative. And that alternative is earning more money and saving that money. You need cash. You need cash now and you need cash when you retire. If you put all that money away and you're at retirement and you don't have the cash you need, what was the point? You have to realize when you're being lied to. There's one Gen Zer, one Gen Zer that lost $13,000 and claims it's not a loss until you sell. Listen to me. There's one Gen Zer who said they lost $13,000 and they're taking that as a badge of honor. They lost $13,000 and they claim it's not a loss until you sell. On one hand, that's true. On the other hand, I know that you don't understand the value of money. I understand you don't understand the value of money. You think it's a badge of honor to lose $13,000 in 30 minutes in an epic economic, and you think that you think you're stacking cash. You think that you're winning. Y'all got to think this through. You really got to think it through. They said Gen Z has over 20 years for the market to recover. Gen Z has over 20 years for the market to recover. Baby boomers do not. Articles are being written that says Gen Z have over 20 years to recover, and baby boomers do not. Baby boomers were not complaining when the stock market was being pumped and dumped, and you had people like me saying it doesn't make sense. No, you kept listening to your money managers, your financial planners, your financial investors, and they kept telling you to put more money, put more money, put more money. They kept telling you to put more money into tech stock. They went against their advice of diversification. They went against the advice of diversification. And they convinced baby boomers to put more money into Mag 7 tech stocks because the returns were higher. They were driving up tech stocks. Now, Sonny, you just made a risky move, Sonny. Sonny, you just did something really risky, Sonny. Goodbye, Sonny. Sonny, you're going to get blocked. Thank you, Dusty. Sonny, you just got blocked. You will not be advertising in my live stream. I want to repeat. You will not be advertising in my live. You will not be advertising your skills, on my platform. You think you're slick. You just got blocked. You will not be advertising on my platform trying to get people to come to you. You think you're slick. Now you just got blocked. Anyone else try me? Gen Z, when it comes to cash, yes, you do have 20 years, but you're not supposed to use those 20 years to take hits. You're not supposed to use those 20 years to take losses. Anyone who's a true money maker, anyone who's a true investor, you want to stack cash. If you went on to Shark Tank and you presented a pitch to the people on Shark Tank and you told them, hey, if you invest in me, you got 20 years plus to get your money back from me. Come on now. Come on, indulge me. You go on Shark Tank, right? Let's say you're sitting in front of Mark Cuban. You're sitting in front of Mark Cuban and you tell Mark Cuban, look, I'm on sale right now. You tell Mark Cuban, I'm on sale right now. I'm on sale right now. I'm cheap. I want you to, and thank you, Dusty. I want you to invest in me because 20 years, 40 years from now, you may be able to get your money back. What is Mark Cuban going to tell you? What is Mark Cuban going to tell you? You are essentially a stock. You're going on Shark Tank. You're in front of Mark Cuban. You're telling Mark Cuban, I'm not famous right now. I'm not really successful right now. But if you put your money in me, because I'm on sale, 20 to 40 years from now, 20 to 40 years from now, you will recoup your money. Who now understands my point? Who understands my point? I gave you this example because people who are earning real money don't fall for this bullshit. People who are earning real money do not fall for this goddamn bullshit. Do you understand me? Tap that screen if you understand me. He's going to show you the door. That's the difference between broke money mindset and real money mindset. Middle class broke money mindset falls for this buy low, sell high. Nah, a man like Mark Cuban you won't make it through the threshold of the door. You won't make it through the threshold of the door. You see, if Mark Cuban is going into his savings, he's not going into his savings for a future 40 years from now. This man, he understands the value of cash. He understands the value of money flow, and he understands the psychology of money. He understands the money game. Most of you do not understand the money game. That is why you're falling for this ploy to get you to buy low, and they're telling you that the stock market's on sale. Let me tell you let me give you a different perspective. Hold on. Let me give you a different perspective. You have OPEC. You have petroleum. Goldman Sachs has an economist that basically went on the news and said, OPEC Saudi Arabia, oil prices are tanking. Okay, this economist from Goldman Sachs says oil prices are tanking. But when they talk about the stock market, they say the stock market's on sale. How is it that OPEC, a bunch of educated people who understands their resources and money, why is it that oil prices are tanking, but the stock market's on sale? The oil prices are on sale. So if the stock market can be on sale, oil prices can be on sale. And if oil prices are tanking, then you better believe the stock market is tanking. That is the reason why oil prices are on sale. Oil prices are on sale because the stock market is collapsing. So how do you want to do this, guys? Thank you for the gift. How do you want to do this? You have a decision to make right now watching me. Now, for those of you who want to know how to earn money, I'm getting ready to transition to that portion of my live stream. Those of you who want to know how to earn cash, daily cash flow, 2-hour workday cash flow, 100% profits cash flow, I'm getting ready to transition to that. What makes you think OPEC are smart people? What makes you think they're not? Dennis? I told you guys, let me tell you something about my live stream. You need to keep your racial, religious, and your political views out of my live stream. I want to tell you this right now. My live stream is about money. You keep your racial, your political, your gender, and your whatever issues, you keep it out of my live stream. This is not a platform for your foolishness. My platform is for anyone who's interested in cash, stacking cash, and stashing cash in a way that is dynamic and that aligns with economic booms. You can take your ass and you can go someplace else. Anyone else who comes in here on their BS, you will lose the opportunity to listen to me ever again. This is about money, money flow, the psychology of money, history and current events. If you come in my live stream with this bullshit, I will blast you to another part of this earth. This is about money. Are we clear? Some of you don't know me, but now you know me. Do not come in here with your gender, your political, your religious. Don't come in here. Now, I had one more story. I got one more story for you guys. Trump is now warning. This is about green. This is about money. You need to get that. All right? Trump warns that tariffs are coming after a reprieve for electronics. Now let me end this live stream, and then I'm going to tell you guys how to earn money. This is my last story. And then for those of you who want to know how to earn money, I will get there. Give me one more minute. Trump has announced, thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Dusty. I saw you, Dusty. Trump has announced that the tariffs are coming to an end soon. Trump warns tariffs are coming after reprieve for electronics. Trump says nobody is getting off the hook. Thank you for the gift. Let me tell you what this means, guys. You are witnessing the tech sector of the stock market. You are witnessing a pumping and dumping of the tech sector. I'm going to repeat. Thank you for the gift. I have walked you through. I have challenged some of y'all. I have cursed some of y'all out. And now I'm going to wrap this up and I'm going to start talking to the people who want to earn money. Trump has basically said nobody is getting off the hook. So on Friday, I told all of y'all that you were being set up for Monday trading. Then when you came the next day and you watched me, I told you I had proof that what I said was true. And the proof was that the U.S. Border Patrol, thank you for the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol said that there was a tax exemption on tech. Now Trump is saying, before Monday, before pump it up Monday, before pump it up money on Wall Street, Trump is saying nobody gets off the hook. So what does this mean? Everyone is telling you the stock market's on sale. They're telling you the stock market's on sale. They're leaving all of these financial breadcrumbs to give you tunnel vision like a horse. You got financial influencers, not me, okay? I'm on the other side. I believe in cash. You got all these other financial influencers telling you to pour out your savings, put it in the stock market, which is pump it, dump it Monday. Okay, I'm going to call it Pump It, Dump It Monday. Are you going to fall for this trap? Are you going to fall for this ploy? Trump just told you that tariffs on tech are not permanent. So are you going to fall for make this money, get this money, pour this money in now and recoup your losses? Pour this money now and get rich? Are you going to fall for it? This is my spiritual money question of today. What do? You have two paths in front of you. One path is the fundamentals don't make sense. It's clear that the market is being manipulated, is being pumped and dumped, and that news articles are being specifically released to give you tunnel vision. Okay? Do you fall for it, or do you respect your cash and understand that there is some hardcore fundamentals that tells you what's going to happen? Hello, Joe. Thank you, Dispatch. Exactly. Hello. What do? You see, if you have been watching me, I told you, you do not have to bet on the winning horse. If you have been watching me, I told you that there's another way to get this money. But I'm not going to tell you because you haven't watched me. And anyone else who's in my live stream, you better not tell them either. I'm going to repeat. If you have not been watching me and you don't know what I'm talking about, that's your problem. Anyone who has been watching me, you better not tell them, don't spill the beans or I will block you. You have a choice to make. You are in a new time, a new age. And there's a new way to earn money that's legal, that's legit, that is easy, that makes sense. My schedule's on my profile. Tap the screen. Necessary so much aggression. Your anger shuts down my brain. Your brain was shut down before you came in my live stream. Goodbye. Your brain was shut down before you even came across me. I can't resuscitate your damn brain. You need to resuscitate your brain. Your brain was turned the hell off when you woke up and when you went to hell to sleep. You're a zombie. I ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't blame me for your laziness and your lack of awareness. I am not responsible for your foolishness. Okay? Go back to sleep. So guys, Monday is coming for all of you. Okay? It's Monday for me already. But Monday is approaching for all of you. You have a decision to make. And I want you to look really hard. Are you going to align with this new age and approach earning money with a more strategic point of view? Or are you going to approach money based upon, hello financial mom, are you going to approach money from an old money system that is collapsing in front of your face, that expects younger generations to pay for the mistakes of your forefathers? I do not believe in paying for the crimes or the mistakes of other people. I speak cash. I speak cash. That is the only thing that talks to me. I don't live for the future. I stack cash now and for the future. So you have two approaches ahead of you. You follow the path that's tried, true, and now failing, or you pivot and you shift and you start approaching earning money from a different point of view. What is that point of view? Following economic booms, following the flow of money, and riding one economic boom to the next because you understand the economic and business fundamentals that actually supports economic booms, and that is how you build generational prosperity. These old money systems are the reason why the stock market is being pumped and dumped. You don't have to deal with pumping and dumping. There's another way to get this bag. And if you haven't watched me, keep watching me. I may disclose it again. Now, for those of you who want to know how to earn money, 2-hour workdays, daily pay, 100% profits, I want to repeat. There was a person in my life saying, I can't work all my life. Let me tell you what can work all your life. Automations. I'm going to repeat. Everyone else, if you know me, you may leave. Those who want to know, how can I earn money 24/7 without working 24/7? Tap that screen, give me love. Okay? This is the part of my live, 10 minutes more. You got 10 minutes more of my time. This is the part of my live where I tell you, you don't have to work 24/7 and you don't have to work all your life. You can get automations that earns you daily cash flow, a 2-hour workday, and 100% of that profits. Are y'all ready for me? Good. Focus. Now, I told you we have a recession and we have an economic boom happen at the same time. Okay? The economic boom is in the digital industry. What is the digital industry? The digital industry has to do with cybersecurity, AI, algorithms, automations, quantum computing, cybersecurity, and it has to do with e-learning. Robotics. E-learning is an industry that is cash friendly and cash lucrative. I'm going to repeat that. I gave you an example of 2 people. Thank you for the gift, Jacob. I give you an example of 2 people. The e-learning industry is digital money. It is a lucrative industry that allows you time freedom and money freedom. Now, some of you saying, I can't work all my life. No, but automations can work all your life. Did you hear me? Instead of you busting your ass for 8 to 16 hours a day, some people are working 18 hours a day with 3 jobs. If you had automations, AI, and an online system, you could have technologies that allows you to have daily cash flow, 100% of the profits. 100% of the profits. When you have 100% of the profits, let me tell you what that means. It means you earn all the money. This is not multi-level marketing. This is not affiliate marketing. This is not network marketing. This is not drop shipping. This is 100% of the income being deposited in your bank account in an industry that is booming. They are not listening. I know, financial mom. I know you guys need to listen to me. You asked me. You told me you cannot work for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, if you have the technology on your side, your technology, your automated system could be doing the work for you so that you have daily cash flow. Let me know, can I go forward? Now, how is this being done? The e-learning industry is a $1.5 billion daily industry. The e-learning industry is projected to double to $3 billion by 2027. That is 2 years. In 2 years, the e-learning industry is going to double. What does this mean for you? Well, because of people who came before you, they have created the technology, meaning the automated system is already created. They have also created the reskilling program. An automated system comes with a reskilling program. What does it mean to get reskilled? Let me tell you what it means to get reskilled. When you get reskilled, the purpose of getting reskilled is to earn an income. So if I'm talking to you about a digital economic boom, that means you need digital skills to earn money during a digital economic boom. Are you with me? You need digital skills to earn money in a digital economic boom. So how do you have generational prosperity? How do you ride? Can you do this with a small fixed income? Lloyd, hell yes. Lloyd, yes. Now keep listening, focus. When you buy a car, your car comes with the manual. When you buy your cell phone comes with the manual, right? Now listen, I told you there's an automated system that uses the technologies of AI, automations, and it's online. This automated system is already built. Because of this technology, it actually allows you to earn 24/7 passive income. Now, why is this important? Just like Amazon and Tesla uses automations, they use AI, and they use robots, you can also use those same technologies to earn daily cash flow. So when that person says, I cannot work any more hours and I cannot work the rest of my life, you are correct. That is an old money system. Now, because of digital technologies, hold on, do I need to get people to earn? I don't know what that means. Do I need to get people to earn? I did it before and lost money. How is this different, please? Do I need to get money to earn? Let me tell you how this is different, because I told you this is not multi-level marketing. African Star, listen to me. The purpose of an education is that you are supposed to get knowledge. That knowledge affords you the opportunity to earn an income. Now, when you earn 100% of the money, the only way you can earn money is if you're taught how to get customers. Listen to me. I'm telling you, when you have a job, your job can pay you an income because your job has customers. There is an automated system that's already built. All you have to do is plug your domain into it. When you plug your domain into it, you actually get taught. You get re-skilled. This is not what you did before, African. This is real digital skills that you're going to use for the future. You're going to use these skills for the future. Listen to me. If you went to school to become a bookkeeper, an accountant, that information is information that you use for the future. So we are in a digital revolution. You will be taught digital skills, six-figure income earning skills. What does that mean? You will be taught how to leverage social media. You will be taught how to have a 2-hour workday. You will be taught how to attract your customers. You will be taught how to attract your customers. If you're a registered nurse, that's even better. It doesn't matter what your profession is. The only way you can have a 2-hour workday is by using automations. So what I'm asking you to do, because I don't have a lot of time left, is as follows. This automated system comes with a reskilling program. This reskilling program teaches you digital skills. It's no different than you learning what you needed to know to become a nurse. To become a nurse, you had to be taught the knowledge, the expertise to become a nurse. And that's how you earn money in healthcare. To earn money in a digital revolution, digital economic boom, you must get digital skills. Because of this digital revolution, you can use AI, automations online, to have an online system that does the selling, that does all the managing of your customers. Did you hear me? You're going to be taught how to attract. You know how you like to attract a man? You want to attract a woman? You want to attract love? This will teach you the skill sets to attract your customer instead of chasing them down. You no longer have to call your family and friends. You will be taught how to attract your customer. The only way you can have a 2-hour workday is by using technology. Now, for those of you who want to know more, all you got to do is go to my profile. But let me tell you how much this costs. To have the automated system and to get reskilled, 6-figure income earning skills. I want to repeat, 6-figure income earning skills. It costs a one-time investment of $100 or $300 or $600. I'm going to repeat, a one-time investment. Get you an automated system and this is not rich dad, poor dad. PhD blocked. You get reskilled. And it's a one-time investment of $600 or $300. Why is this important? The only way that you can earn an income like this in a digital age is getting digital skills. This is the secret to riding economic booms. 1, having right timing. This is not about luck. This is about timing. 2, having the technology. And 3, getting the knowledge. This is how you ride future economic booms. You can be a high school dropout. You can be a nurse. You can be a lawyer. You can be a judge. You can be a stay-at-home mom. You can be a driver. You can be a housekeeper. If you don't know how to earn money online, all of you are essentially in preschool. Did you hear me? If you don't have the skills, What does the curriculum include? Everything is on my website. Everything is on my website. What are you going to learn? Everything is on my website. It is beginner friendly. It is step by step. It is beginner friendly. It is step by step. If you do not know how to earn six-figure income online using automations, you might want to check this out. African Star, you are a nurse. You don't have a lot of time. This requires a 2 to 3 hour workday in which you have unlimited income potential. In an industry that's booming, you don't have to create anything. You frankly don't have to know anything because you're going to be taught everything you need to know, and there's live mentoring. This is time friendly, and this has unlimited income potential. This is a bull market. This is based off of technologies and services that are real, that is concrete, and is based off of sound business economic fundamentals. And this is why I told you, you don't have to invest in the stock market. You don't have to wait 20 to 40 years to earn this money. You can earn cash right now, daily cash flow, by getting skill sets and technologies that you can have up and running within 1 to 3 days. I said that. 1 to 3 days, you can have your automated system up and running, and you could be learning how to earn this money digitally online. That's daily cash flow, 100% profits, and all you need is to devote 2 to 3 hours a day, mastering these skills, implementing these skills. My website's on my profile. My website's on my profile. I do not give it on my live stream. It is budget friendly, it is comprehensive, and it's value for money. There are no hidden fees. There are no extra costs. That is how you earn 100% of the profits. You earn 100% of the profits because there's no inventory. There's no small commissions. There's no hidden fees. This is an online business that you essentially learn how to milk and earn 100% of the money. Now, you don't work for me. You don't work for me. You invest in your automated system. You invest in your automated system. You earn all the money. You're not working for me. This is not even 1099. This is your own income in which you have to pay taxes on. When you get a 1099, that means another company is paying you. This is not 1099 income. This is like Amazon selling a product and getting the money directly from its customer. This is not 1099. This is cash from the consumer to you. How can I get to your website? It's on my profile. There's a little black dot on the upper left-hand corner. Click on that. That will take you to my profile. Now, everyone else, this is legal. This is legit. This is real. E-learning is a booming industry, and you have the opportunity to get in an industry that has no gatekeeper. There's no red tape. There's no licenses. There's no permits. It doesn't matter your education level. It doesn't matter your work experience. It doesn't matter your tech skills. All you have to do is be willing to learn, and you will be taught step by step, beginner friendly, what to do to earn this income. So if you've never had a chance to earn six-figure income before, or you've earned six figures and you've lost it, you now have a chance because of this economic boom that's happening right now to get this money. How much is the minimum invested? 100. 100, 300, or 600. 100, 300, or 600. 100, 300, or 600 one time. You get automations, you get educated, and you can ride this economic boom. I have to go. I have to live stream someplace else. My website's on my profile. Thank you for the love. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow.